So 1950 by 57 Bentley, and they have an aftermarket. This was done back, I think, in, they said, 70s or 80s. So we have a, this would be 80s, maybe even 90s. What is that? That's a 508. So aftermarket compressor. Of course, this vehicle did not come with air conditioning originally. This was modified in England. So we have the old hoses. Everything was R12. Look at the crimps. The crimps are more like the crimps from hydraulic hoses. Good look at that. Let's get you in there. And there's a front and rear system. So the person did this right for a nice vehicle like this, for what they had available back in the day. Do I have light? Yeah, I got light. So they do have the 3/8 inch tube and fin. You know, it's not the densest fin count. We're probably 12 fins. I don't think I'll be able to measure 14 fins per inch. We have the 3/8 inch tubes, and it's not a very big condenser. It only goes from here. Let's see, this is 9 inches. Let's see, that's my size right there, 9 inches. And then we have like another 3 inches down here. So we don't have a very tall condenser. We don't have a very long condenser. We have low fin density and low surface area condenser design. So it doesn't do, this one would not do best in a conversion because it has the heat load of 2 evaporators. So if I find out that the tubes are, the hoses are all okay, there's no big leaks or anything like that, this is a custom made installation dash AC. This was never like this before. So all this woodwork and everything here for the AC is all custom. And what I see is this is not, oh, somebody messed it up. Somebody wanted a stereo system in here. And look what they did. They put 2 tweeters over 2 of the vents. So we have vents here with tweeters blocking the airflow. Those tweeters are gonna have to go. And they left 1 vent there, 1 vent there, and we got 2 tweeters there. Very bad for stereo imaging. I think they could figure something else out. That will block airflow because now you only have 2 airflow paths. I'll get up in here and I'll look a little better later on as I'm looking for leaks. And as you can see, this is right-hand drive. They drive on the wrong side of the road. And then as we go over here, we have a rear unit. And they have another receiver dryer. Did I show you the other receiver dryer? So they have 2 receiver dryers. Now I didn't see if they have these receiver dryers set up in parallel or series. So let's see how good they were when they did this. I see they got a hole, 1 hole right there. They're gonna have to do something. I guess the stereo system, they sacrificed air conditioning. That probably used to go right there, but then they put a stereo and disconnected the AC. So we're gonna have to figure out what needs to be done there, because it does nothing, just circulating inside a trunk. And yeah, so that's the Bentley. Take it a little farther, 1957. That's what we got. That's tomorrow's project. I got another one I gotta go do. I might come back here and just throw it on the vacuum pump overnight and just let it pull down vacuum for 24 hours and do that. And then of course we have others here. That's a nice one. And then there's another one coming in tomorrow. So this one's doesn't have the condenser in yet. Brand new thermal fan clutch. So this will be good. Brand new. All right. 2 more out here. I don't need these here right now because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get to the guy who I'm late to. Larger tube and fin. So this is the 3/8. Now this is about 14 fins per inch. This is a tighter fin grouping than that old Bentley in there. And These actually, in mild climates, these do very well with 134 retrofit from 12 to 134. As long as you have a good new thermal fan clutch on them and you have a good fan on here, you could go the extra mile and you can make up some styrofoam or some plastic sheathing, and you can cover up all these gaps here. You see that light down there? You cover up that so all the air has to go through the condenser and not around the radiator. And you see that big old gap down there where you see my foot down there? You cover that up so all the air has to go through the condenser, then through the radiator, and you have excellent performing retrofit conversion from 12 to 134. Now, if you live in a hot environment, desert, Texas, Nevada, Utah, something like that, that's when you're going to have to think about the radiator and all the airflow on it, not restricting it all. You just want all the airflow you want. You'll need to upgrade the radiator, upgrade your fan arrangement assembly for stop and go traffic. You got to think the air conditioning is nice to have in hot weather, but if you're going to start only restricting and you're going in really, really hot places and you're going to be stuck in stop and go traffic with no freeway airflow, you really want to make sure you have the absolute best fluid thermal fan clutch, and you might even want to upgrade your fan in the front. And this one doesn't have it, I believe. Yeah, no, this one doesn't have AC. All right, I'm out of here. Come back later and throw that on the vacuum pump.